Hey, y'all. Hey, this is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Good morning, Brandilla. How was orientation? Let me know how orientation was, boo. I'm going to start us off with our positive vibes because I've been forgetting to remind you guys that it is going to be a great day. I don't know, my mind, I guess, but here you go.
Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up. Good morning, Hellbilly.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Life ain't easy, yo. I think there's a reason, though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, y'all. You always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison that ride.
Hey.
Head full of flaws, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah. So I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken. I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. So flow, you grow, you show yourself the foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it.
Hey.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up,
Today's gonna be a good day.
wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Hey, good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday. You know, we are almost at the end of the week. But isn't today the first day of school for those that live in New York and New Jersey? I know those down south, all right, have already started school, and in the West, they might have started school. And it's so damn sad that school just started and there was a whole shooting in a Georgia high school. I pray for those kids and the families, all right? Especially the families of the ones that are lost. It is so damn sad. And I watched pieces and snippets of it and read up on it online. And they said that the suspect is the same person that threatened the school shooting last year. How do you protect these babies from school shootings? Prayers for Georgia High School. I don't know if y'all heard that. Right, Brandilla? I'm like, didn't they just get to school? Like, did this person spend their whole summer planning to shoot out the school on a day that they go back? What are some things that you think we could teach them at home, Hillbilly? Because this is really scary. Like, what are some things we could teach our kids at home to prevent them from doing this? Like, I had one of those sons that I didn't know what the fuck he was gonna do. I never pegged him for a shooter, but I just never knew because he was like running the streets and shit. And I used to be so terrified of what the school is gonna call me and say. And so I would search his room, flip his mattresses, search for stuff. Most things I found was paraphernalia from the marijuana, right? You know how they dump out the cigar and all the cigar fillings and the shit was in his room. But I was always a scary parent like that. Like, I didn't want the school to call me and say, my son did this or my son did that. So I always checked his room. I always looked around for anything, hoping that I would never find any weapons. But if I did, hopefully I found it before something crazy happened, right? And so I don't know what the right answer is. Hillbilly said teach them at home. The little boy is 14 years old. I know, like, what the fuck? School is not safe. Teach them everything at home. Oh, homeschool your kids. That's what you're saying? Good morning, Shirley. We're sending prayers out for the Georgia High School. Shooting already happened. School just started. These babies be so excited to get back to school and wear their new school clothes and shit and link up with their friends and meet their new teacher. And this shit had to happen. So prayers out for Georgia from Coffee with Friends. Sad state of affairs, okay? I can't be on here long, guys. I have a 9:30 meeting. So I'll be on here long enough, all right? But I need to get off to do a 9:30 meeting. I have meetings all morning. I was able to get up. I laid in the bed a little bit long this morning because, I pull my curtains to black out my room. And when you black out your room, for me anyway, even when my alarm goes off and I know it's time for me to get up, the darkness in my room is so comforting that I wind up laying there. So I laid there. I kept hitting snooze. I tossed and I turned. I hit snooze. And then I said, no, Robin, you got to get up because you got an early morning meeting. Well, not early, but 9:30 meeting. And you still have to work out, do your bike, do your yoga, get your coffee and do your show. And so I just got motivated and I got up and I started to do it. And I said, let me get everything out the way before I have to do my work. I took an active shooting training during orientation. This was my first time taking active shooting training. My daughter was trained on it in school years ago. Crazy times we live in. Yeah, we actually take an active shooting class through our job. So it's like one of our yearly mandatory classes to take. And I know why they make us take it, because the way they be laying people off left and right, you never know when some crazy fool is going to run through and be like, I'm going to light this shit up. So they make us take active shooting classes too. It's one of our mandatory classes. I think it's a great class to take for everybody. Okay. Hillbilly said, I taught my daughters to not listen, find a window and crawl out and leave. Right, Hillbilly? Right? Find a window, climb out and leave. So sad. And this little boy was only 14 years old. I can only imagine the thought that is going around in these parents' head, his mother and his father. I don't know his home life situation. I don't know if they explain that in any of the stories. But again, I didn't read all the stories. But I pray for the family because, when stuff like this happens, people start side-eyeing the family. They especially want to blame the mama. I don't know the little boy's situation, but I pray for him. He's 14, right? And I pray for all the kids that had to experience this and all the people that were lost because of this. Cheryl Lee said, maybe more security and metal detectors. I don't think teachers need to be armed though, especially without mental evaluation. Well, I agree with that. Like, I don't think the teachers themselves should be armed because I think that they should be focusing on teaching, although it's unfortunate because you want them to have the ability to protect themselves. I don't know, maybe more metal detectors, maybe more armed security at the schools. I don't know. I don't know. The fuck? I don't know. Yeah, Brandilla said the active shooter said stay away from windows. That's because it could be a sniper outside or anything of that nature. Hillbilly says shooter is inside. You need to be outside. In that case, yes. But I guess the active shooter class teaches us that there could be snipers outside, so stay away from the window. Me too, Brandilla. Baby, I know what the fucking active shooter class say, but I'm with Hillbilly, right? And I'm with you too, Brandilla. I'm more inclined to try to creep out of a crack of a door, a window, or something. The fuck? It just makes me worry for my babies every day because this is just crazy. Okay, I actually have to. I'm waiting to see this first day of school picture. For the grandkids, I know it's coming. Okay, I know I'm not gonna get one for the 22-year-old because she's working and in the adult world right now. But the two little ones, I can't wait to see their back to school pictures. This is when it's so exciting. But anyway, y'all, I just wanted to start off by saying prayers for Georgia because I didn't want that to be overlooked, right? Because, baby, we need prayers. Anybody saw the movie Deliverance? The movie that Lee Daniels produced on Netflix, showed on Netflix. Brandilla, I'm pretty sure you saw the Deliverance. Cheryl Lee, did you see the Deliverance? For me, I'm not going to tell the details of the movie because I don't know who saw it and who didn't. But first of all, Andra Day, I love her, right? Beyond acting, I just love her musically, right? But she did a really good role. She really played a really good role in this part, right? If I had to pick it apart. For me, Hillbilly said it's about West Virginia. Figures. For me, I felt like the storyline was similar to a lot of other horror movie storylines. But I guess the difference for me was knowing that this was a true story, right? Anything that's a true story like Amityville Horror, Conjuring, Annabelle, things like that are true stories, it makes it better for me because it pulls me in and I align with the fact that this truly happened to somebody for real. See, like when I'm watching The Exorcist and different things like that, we know that those things could possibly happen to somebody, but it didn't. Those are just fictional events, right? The movie is based on fictional events. But when you see stuff like Deliverance, Conjuring, Annabelle, Amityville Horror, it make you sit back and go, wait a fuck minute. These shits are really happening to people. Like this shit really happened to the family. The only thing that had me have my eyebrow raised, right? The whole time when it ended and it said it was a true story, right? The whole time I thought in real life, because y'all know Glenn Close stars in it, right? She's the mother to Audra Day, who is the daughter in Deliverance, right? I thought in real life, the woman who experienced this mother was white. Well, baby, I looked on social media and they circling around the real pictures of the people that this happened to. And both the mother and daughter are black. So I was like, that was interesting, Lee Daniels. That was interesting. You said it was a true story, but you injected Glenn Close as the mother. Had me thinking that being that it was a true story, that in real life this woman was mixed. Not that it mattered, because I love Glenn Close, and especially, listen, y'all said y'all saw it, because when she said, I could smell your nappy pussy, I said, oh my God, Glenn Close. It was perfect. My mouth hung the fuck open. So if you have not seen it, I'm not saying it's a 4 or 5 star, but what I am saying, it was a decent watch, right? It's something that I can lay in the bed and watch again. And the mere fact that this happened to somebody in real life, it be having me fucked up. Because I always say to myself, if somebody came to me, Valerie, you got to go take a look at it. If someone came to me and said to me, I have spirits in my house, something is haunting me and my family, would y'all believe me? Would y'all believe me? The black guy live in The Exorcist, the one with the 2 girls. Would y'all believe me if I came, Brandilla, Hillbilly, Valerie, Cheryl, if I came to y'all and I said, my family is being haunted by a spirit in my house, something is possessing my children, would you believe me? Okay, Cheryl Lee said yes. Who else will believe? Hillbilly said no. Who? Valerie said yes. Okay. Because you know what? A lot of people don't believe you when you come to them and say this shit. Like, Hillbilly, what would it take for you to believe someone that came to you and said, I'm being haunted by something in my house? What would they have to show you for you to believe it? Right? Because we're so quick to believe, have somebody come over, bless the house, bless the house. What are we blessing the house for if when people tell y'all that they feel spirits and demons and people are haunting them, y'all don't believe it, but yeah, motherfuckers be ready and quick to bless their house. What you blessing it for? Ooh. Lee Daniels said, try to check out Lee Daniels' Breakfast Club interview. He says there was a lot of strange occurrences during filming. He doesn't want to do horror anymore. You know what other movie complained about strange occurrences on the set? The Exorcist. You notice Linda Blair didn't get shit else after the stream of Exorcist movies. They said a lot of shit happened on set and it was very scary. But yet they fucking kept making them shits. Hillbilly said they would have to show me the entity. Okay, so Hillbilly, when someone says they feel God's presence, do you believe that? When people say, oh, I feel the presence of God in the room, or I feel God's presence, I feel God is in me, I feel his spirit. Do y'all believe that when people tell y'all that? And then I'm going to read the positive read. And then I'm going to read this little thing that was circulating around social media, and it had me clutching all of my fucking invisible pearls, because I need you ladies and you fellas to respond to this little meme read, okay? Do you guys believe it when someone says, I feel God's spirit? Okay, Hillbilly, so no, equally across the board, you don't believe it. So you know what, I ain't gonna argue with you because I get it. But it just baffles me, the people that believe the part when they say, I feel God's spirit in me. They believe that. But as soon as you be like, I got a demon spirit in me, they be like, no, you belong on the 6th floor in the hospital. Your ass is crazy. Don't believe either. Like Hillbilly. Shit. Brandilla said, our elders were much more in tune with the spirit world. They had rituals to address supernatural things. Yup. And still do. In the South, like I believe Mississippi, Louisiana, those places still kind of, they got their cultural shit. I'm just saying, if you haven't seen the movie, take a peek at it. All right. Take a peek at it and let me know what you think. All right. Let's get into the positive read because I got this and I got another thing that we need to talk about before I log off. September 5th, we are in the month of trust. And today we're talking about putting your trust in the right things for the right reasons, right? You know, we talk about trust and a lot of people be like, I have trust issues. I have this, I have that. But are you putting your trust in the right things for the right reasons? That's what we're going to get in today. September 5th, I experience and express the power of trust because I put my trust in the right things for the right reasons. While many of us think that we do not trust ourselves or others, we are always demonstrating some degree of trust. Trust is an essential element of our daily lives. We trust that when we go to sleep at night, we will wake up in the morning. When we are ill, we trust doctors and nurses to tell us how to get better. We trust banks with our money. We trust teachers with our children and mechanics with our cars. Still, for one reason or another, when it comes to our one-on-one relationships with other people, trust seems to be difficult. The truth is that we can and do trust. Unfortunately, we sometimes put our trust in the wrong things. This is very interesting as I take a pause because I walk around and I'm one of those people that say that I have issues with trust, right? But then this has a good point. When I take my car to the mechanic, I trust that when I pick up my car, I'm safe when I get in it and I drive off. I trust when I go to the doctor and they tell me what's going on with me and what medication to take. Most of the time, I trust that it's going to be all right. If I have to have a medical procedure that they put my ass to sleep under anesthesia, I trust that I'm going to wake up. Every night when I go to bed, okay, in this house, I trust that I'm going to wake up in the morning. So when we say we don't trust ourselves, is that true? Once we are hurt by someone, we trust that we will hurt again. We trust that the politicians who make up the government will lie to us. We trust that on any given day, something horrible could happen to us. In preparation, we live behind alarms and fences. We cross the street anytime we see danger or a dangerous looking person coming in our direction. For many, the issue is not how you learn to trust. The issue is how do you learn to put your trust in the right things? This message is for me. Put your trust in the right things. Good morning, Georgie. Put your trust in the right things. This says, again, many of us walk around saying, I don't trust this and I don't trust that. But yet we trust when we cross the street, we're not going to get hit by a car. We hide behind alarms and fences, right? Because when we say we don't trust, when you open your mouth and you go, I don't trust this politician, you do trust the fact that you trust that he's going to lie to you. That's an element of trust. Good morning, Debbie. That's an element of trust. There is a light of love and compassion in every human being. If each of us was set in intention to be loving and compassionate at all times, our lights would begin to shine. As we learn to see the light in everyone and to be the light to everyone, we would learn to trust the light. Learning to trust your light does not mean that you will never face or experience difficulty, but you can trust your light to reveal even one untrustworthy person. And you can trust that your light will let you know how to handle it. This was a message, right? Because again, we walk around saying we don't trust this, we don't trust that, but there's a lot of shit that we are doing on a daily basis unconsciously that we are navigating in our lives with pure trust. Until today, you may have believed that you had to learn how to trust. Just for today, examine the things that you put your trust in and ask yourself why. For those people that walk around and say, I don't trust anything, I don't trust this, I don't trust that. Think about the things that you put your trust in and ask yourself why. Okay? Today, I'm devoted to allowing the love and compassion of my soul to shine through me in all situations. I always pray for that. I always pray that the love and the light shines through me through all situations, no matter what. And I go through situations, all right? And I guess the downfall with me is that when other people are going through similar situations and they handle it differently, I get irritated because I be like, shut the hell up and stop complaining and just deal with it. Like, this is a part of life. And I used to verbalize that, and I stopped verbalizing that because I realized that everybody doesn't have the same navigation in life, right? And responses to things. And so I had to be a little bit more gentle on my approach. And so now I just listen, right? I just listen, and I try not to let people that live in a state of fear or doubt or misery or trusting everything. I try not to let that trigger me, because it used to trigger me big time. Good morning, Damaris. And so this is a good message, right? Learn to trust. Okay? This is the month of trust. Put your trust in the right things for the right fucking reasons. Okay? Period. All right, so let me see what you guys are talking about, because Damaris and Debbie, I asked everybody if they saw The Deliverance. I'm not talking about the movie because a lot of people on here did not see it, but I just want to know who saw it. And then I threw out a couple of tidbits. It was okay. It was an okay watch for me. Again, what made it better for me was that it was a true story. And I asked, the question I threw out here was, would you believe it if I came to you and said, I'm being haunted by spirits? Hillbilly said, according to Christianity, you die and go to heaven or hell forever unless God is wrong. Hillbilly, I'm not messing with you today. I'm not gonna do it, Hillbilly. Look, I have seen spiritual things with my own eyes. Never forget the energy never dies. Well, baby, please let me not see no shadowy things, because, I won't be able to. I won't be able to sleep. I'm not one of those people y'all see on TV that be hearing noises and shit in their house and they just be going to bed anyway. I'll be like, I'm calling everybody the fuck I know, and somebody is coming over here or I'm going over there. Because I am not the one to creep around the house and look for demons. Fuck that. They ain't got to worry about that with me. Hillbilly said, now I'm an alien encounter. Now, an alien encounter is different, as they would have advanced tech we don't understand. Has anybody on here had an alien encounter? I'm asking. I mean, I do watch a lot of alien encounter specials on TV, and it does amaze me because, I've never seen an alien, but people say they have. How could I say that they haven't? I don't know. I'm just saying. Georgie said, I saw a few true stories on YouTube, but didn't see it yet. I would believe you, and I wouldn't come to your haunted dwelling. Wait a minute, Georgie. You wouldn't come and help me? If I said, Georgie, come and help me, come and get me, y'all wouldn't come get me out of my haunted ass house? Huh? Come on now. Shirley, come in here with all your healing stones and get me. The fuck? Because, baby. But let me get into this thing I want to share with y'all. Stay here, y'all, because I want y'all to read this. It is a meme that circulated around IG, and Debbie and Fancy, I don't know which one of them sent it, but I fucking grabbed all of my you would come to my block? Okay, that's good. I'll meet you outside if I can get out there. I have to share this shit because y'all need to read this. Your shadow is 2D representation of you. You could be the 3D shadow of a 4D creature. All right, let me go here. Let me see if I can get this up on my screen. Okay. Do y'all see that? Read that for me. Don't mind your business on my chats. Okay, mind your business on my chats. But read this for me. I see a lot of you women say you single because you're not willing to settle or drop your standards. Okay, cool. So why aren't you being chosen by the men that meet your standards? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why aren't you being chosen by the men that meet your standards? Oh my God. So women have standards, right? All right. So I'm going to put the question up here. And then I'm going to stop sharing my screen because y'all nosy. The question is, women are not settling and are sticking with their standards. So why are the men that fit their standards passing them by? Shirley said, because they are few and in between. Hillbilly said, those men don't exist in reasonable numbers. Brandilla said, they seem to be hard to find. Debbie said, dang, Hillbilly, I think you are right. Georgie said, and many of them are married or taken already. Good morning, Pat. You guys send me a lot of videos. Pat, I got to go back in my inbox and read the stuff you sent me. I'm sure there's some topics in there, right? I'm trying to keep up. But this is a good one. Why are the men passing you by that meet your standards? I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what y'all saying? I had to think about this one. Am I not wearing my standards? Is that why they're passing me by? Do I have unrealistic standards? That's what I had to ask myself. But I don't think I got passed by this time. I think, I've had some decent selections. I've had some trash. But I think that I've been kind of fortunate, right? But this hurt me a little bit. It did. The good ones are taken. You got to try to catch a slightly damaged man between divorce. No, wait a minute, Brandilla. Brandilla said you have to try to catch a slightly damaged man between divorce, baby. Damn, Brandilla. I think you put me deeper in my feelings, baby. We got to find slightly damaged men. So what do we do as women? Adjust our standards? What are we doing? Georgie said, good strategy. I like it. I like it. Hillbilly said, basically 99 women trying for the same one guy. Guy gets 99 women. Why would he settle down? I hate it here. Hillbilly said, all men are slightly damaged. Ooh, wee. Brandilla said, I think it's a timing thing too. You got to be the right place at the right time. See, for me, I think the right place and the right time is in college. If you ain't get your man, your husband in college, it become hard, in my opinion. You said, why would that statement hurt? You're not one of the women boasting about being single and bashing men in the process. You don't do that. No, I don't. But I still be asking why the fuck these raggedy ass men be looking at me like, you don't see my standards? I'll be like, what? Like the whole time when I was out there, and I'm not out there dating right now. I'm not available to date. But when I was out there, I was never really out there. But when I dip my toe outside and let the wind blow across my toe, it smelled like pee-pee and doodle out there. And I kept, the guys that was attracted to me was pure trash. And I'm so glad that I went through I entered a healing journey, because I started to pay attention to some characteristics and the way people, navigate through their life, right? And if I see anything that smells similar to what I had before or looks similar to what I had before, it makes me a little bit nervous and I start backing away. And so I became a lot more cautious this time around in my dating. And I'm still cautious, right? Because I want to make sure that I am wearing the standards that I have for myself, not only on the inside, but on the outside. And I'm attracting that same thing back. Now I'm guaranteed to have a significant other that's damaged, okay? Because like Hillbilly said, I do agree that all men are slightly damaged, right? But at this age, our men have been through marriage. They got some babies out there or baby, and they're paying child support or college tuition or some shit, okay? And so they are coming with baggage. They are coming with baggage. So I agree. We could get a little damage, but what do we do with our standards? Do we need to adjust our standards, or what's happening? What does this statement mean to you? Brandon said, let's not forget the men and the ones in prison. The numbers are not in our favor. You know, it's so funny you say that, because I'm watching Love and Hip Hop, right? I do watch that trash, right? And Zell, who is one of the participants on the show, Zell is bisexual. And he used to date Saucy Santana, who is a gay rapper, out there. And Zell also sleeps with women, and he slept with this woman and got her pregnant. And I'm like, I don't know. I couldn't do it. And then I watched this other show called Caught in the Act with Tammy Roman. And she has her third season that's starting on Tuesday. And the upcoming attractions, there's a guy that has a girlfriend, right? I can't remember whether they're married or not, or they're just living together, right? And they're in an argument because she says to him, I'm tired of sharing you. And he said, you knew what it was. You knew what it was. I've been fucking 2 and 3 other dudes before I got with you. And she said, I'm tired of sharing you. And I kept listening. And I was like, did he say he fucked 2 and 3 other dudes? And she was like, I'm tired of sharing with you. I'm tired of sharing you with other people. And he was like, well, you know what it is. You know that I sleep with guys. You know what it is when I got with you. You could be in a relationship with all of us, or you could get the fuck out. This is what he said to her. So see, this is why I'm just saying to the bisexual men out there, for me, and I'm not judging you, and I'm not telling you how to live your life, because people need to do what makes them happy. The fuck? But for me, it would be hard for me to date a bisexual man, because I don't know when he gonna crave the eggplant, and I don't want to have them kind of arguments. The fuck? No. And I'm not sticking nothing up your ass. And so, Brandilla, we dealing with a lot out here. We are dealing with a lot out here. Georgie says, shelf dick can be a person you take off the shelf from time to time, or toy. Yep. Georgie, I called that break glass. Yes, there was a time I was seeing somebody and I called him my break glass. And it was so funny because, I tell my business on here because it's my pussy. It is. Okay. We worked together, and, I was single. I was in the middle I moved out of my circle fuck ex-ho. I moved out of our house and moved into my own apartment. And I was dating this guy, not exclusively or anything, but we were seeing each other. And, baby, I called him break glass. Anytime I was free and in my middle of my free stages, I'd be like, okay, I'm moving on to break glass. It was like my safe space. So, yep, shelf dick or break glass dick or whatever the case may be, those are out there too. Debbie said, true, Brandilla, I know quite a few good gay guys, right? I I got a few good gay guy friends, and I'm like, what the fuck can we be? I date you, but then I won't because I'm not sharing. Cheryl Lee said, in this world today, you have to choose one you know is at least invested in working on themselves, like you working on yourself and is capable of communicating, comprehending, and compromising. Key, key note. Key fucking note, right? Be willing. Understand the person that you choose, who they are. Are they invested in the relationship? Are they working on themselves constantly? Do they communicate well? Do they understand the words that are coming out your fucking mouth? And do they compromise? I love that. Debbie said, but women are damaged too. I know I am. I keep hearing horror stories from my guy friends regarding the hell women are putting them through. See, I'm damaged, but not to the point where I put anybody through anything. I'm not one of those crazy girlfriends. I'm not going to chase you down. I'm not going to stalk you. I'm not going to slit your tires. I'm not going to do none of that. All right? Because I'm going to be too mad that I even got played, that I'm going to be beating myself up. Okay? But there are a lot of women who are off the hinges. So we can't say it's just men, right? Hillbilly said, flip the page. How many good women are out here? Men wouldn't complain if it was a high number. Ooh! Anybody want to answer, Hillbilly? Flip the page. How many good women are out there? Men wouldn't complain if it was a high number. Brandilla said, bi men say they are capable of monogamy. And I don't doubt that. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. I think anybody, whether you are bi, gay, straight, whatever the fuck you are, I think monogamy is possible for any of those people in any of those categories, right? But my own internal battles would be like, nah, you might want your ass played with, and I'm not for that shit. It's just not my thing. And so for me, for my own personal, I wouldn't indulge. But yes, there are a lot of people who are into monogamy. Aquanda said a lot is out there, and I'm one of them. Let them know, Aquanda. There's a lot of good women out there, and she is one of them. That's what she letting y'all know. And I feel like I'm a good woman too, but I'm a little damaged. The fuck? I can't lie. Cheryl Lee said, I have heard that from my daughters. I think they call themselves fluid. No, fluid is different. Cheryl, bisexual men sleep with women and men. Okay? Fluid sleeps with women, men, transgenders, and everything. Fluid is they sleep with whoever they want. It don't matter, right? Bisexual is they sleep with men and women. Right? See, some bisexual men don't sleep with transvestites or transgenders. I just felt like everybody just needed to just say they were gay. Like, I don't understand all these categories, but that's me, and I'm not trying to offend anybody. Debbie said, I'm biased, of course, because I definitely think it's more good women than men, but it also has to be the right combination. If the woman isn't at the level of attraction you desire, you miss out on her. Because I'm going to say this, and the men are going to jump all over me. Because I think that the standards for men, even though I must admit, in more recent times, men have been having better standards, because I feel like there was a time when men didn't have any standards. As long as she had titties in the ass and a good juicy pussy, that was good enough. I do feel that men are starting to put more standards in place, and women are fighting that battle, because a lot of women, not all women, a lot of women think they can lead with their body and their pussy and their face. And a lot of these men are like, nah, fuck that shit. but I'm not going to keep it, right? And so I do feel like men's standards are adjusting, right? And maybe this is the mismatch we're finding. I don't know. But I do feel that one of the most important things to a man is the physical aspect of the woman. If she's pretty and her body is banging, he in. Okay? And then when he gets to know her, it's something different. Good morning, mother. Aquanda said, I'm a loyal bitch until you break the loyalty, then all bets are off. Aquanda, us. Because fuck around on me. Okay? I will hurt feelings and cause tears. We will need stock and Kleenex because I will fucks you up. It will be like a boomerang effect. Okay? Don't fucks with me. Okay? I am loyal until you push me. And when you push me and I have to do some raggedy shit like that, 9 times out of 10, I'm exiting room left. Because to the left, everything in the box to the left, I'm going to remove my own self. The fuck? Beauty is fleeing. It is. Think about it. Like when I look at myself, yes, I still think I'm attractive, right? But I see the changes in me, right? I see the neck changing. I see age coming upon me. And I say, you know what? When I look back at my pictures, I'm like, I'm fighting on the Peloton to maintain my body. I'm fighting with yoga to maintain my body. Our physical bodies change for a lot of people. Yes, there are some people that's fortunate enough to keep their youth for long periods of time. But a lot of us are in a battle to stay as healthy as we can be and to stay feeling as young as we can be, right? For life longevity. But beauty is fleeing. And I've been the men that I choose are for me, they're handsome to me. Okay. And I have dated some men that look really good and they do some whack shit and they don't look good to me no more because their insides was stinky. And so eventually, even when to other people, you might appear like you look good, but when you get to know people and you get to know what they are like on the inside, that external beauty can fade quickly. Brandilla said, my mother used to point out the women who had no arms and legs but had 2 children. She said men will fuck anything with a hole. Wait, Aquanda said, you already know team fed me tacos and sucked off my guy on my head. Wait, what? You already know team fed me tacos and sucked off my guy on my head. I'm confused. You think so, Hillbilly? Personality means more than looks. Really. Ultimately for a partnership, I think I agree with that. But to fucks them, no, they just fucks anything. Personality, yes, I think to keep them, they got to have more qualities than looks. And that's why I say I feel like men's standards have adjusted. Debbie said, but if the package isn't desirable, how are you ever going to know the personality is like Hillbilly? Well, I dated somebody ugly before. He was real ugly. I was 18 years old and I was having a really hard time. My baby daddy was running the streets on crack and my lights got cut off and I needed my locks changed and all kind of shit. This is my true story, y'all. I was 18 and this guy worked at the hardware store. He was ugly. Oh God, I hope he don't watch my show. And you know, he was so nice to me. Like he saw what I was going through. He came to my house. He changed the locks on my door. He paid my light bill. He was like, I'm gonna help you out. And because of his generosity and his help and, you know, him helping me with my son and, you know, I fell for him. And I was like, this is my man. He was ugly. When I took him to my grandmother's house, she was like, he ugly. She did. She said it. She was like, he ugly. And she would tell all my cousins, Robin got this ugly ass boyfriend. I was like, oh my God. And you know what's so crazy? Years, 10, 15, 20 years, 30 years later, this man every now and again used to call my grandmother's phone and ask for me. And my grandmother was like, I am not at liberty to give you her phone number, but I will tell her you called and I will give her your phone number. And I never called him, right? I never called him. But every now and again, he used to call my grandmother and ask about me. And so he was a decent guy, but definitely not my type. But, you know, his personality was cool. Brandilla said that explains a quadriplegic woman. She may have had a great personality. Aquanda said, remember my neighbor gave me tacos and my ex that passed went upstairs and sucked him off? You ain't tell us that story. You did not tell us that story, Aquanda. And if you told us that story, I don't fucking remember. Oh my God, I got a meeting in 2 minutes, guys. I gotta go. But listen, Aquanda said, remember my neighbors gave me taco and my ex went upstairs and got sucked off by the man upstairs. Desirable or doable? There is a difference. There is. He was doable. That's a good one, Hellbilly. Yep, Brandilla, grandmother say anything. And my grandmother used to say anything. Okay. You know, and she was a little bit prejudiced. So if you came in real dark, she was side-eyeing you. She was. I didn't realize that until I got older. Right, Debbie, because what is Aquanda saying? I mean, I'm trying to understand. No, a woman. Because you said my ex went upstairs and sucked him off. Remember my neighbor gave me tacos and my ex that passed went upstairs and sucked him off. Oh, the neighbor was a woman who fed your ex tacos and she sucked his dick. Got it now. Okay. Okay, got it. All right, y'all, listen, I got to go, but we can continue this conversation tomorrow. I'm going to dig in my inbox because Pat sent me a bunch of videos and stuff like that, and we're going to get these topics popping. But I got to go. I got a 9:30 meeting that I'm heading, so I'm hosting this. So I got to go and get my mind right, okay? I got one. Oh, I'm late. So anyway, y'all, I'm going to play the exit song because you know what I say, no matter what, you can still what?
Even when you feel low, you can still go.
And you can.
Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
And I don't. This is Coffee with Friends, and I am Roy to Evo. Come back tomorrow, y'all. Freestyle Friday. What we talking about? Hey, get this message on the way out.
Go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, on the highway, and in the driveway is a nice range. 'Cause I'm down through the climb, I invite pain. You never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
See you tomorrow, y'all. I'm out. Peace.